Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another Yagamis, playing The Evil Within 2. Now, before we proceed, I have to apologize, because sadly, how much? Technically, I've lost 2 episodes of my playthrough. I don't know what went wrong, but it didn't record. It only recorded the beginning of those parts and it just stopped magically, and I didn't notice. Hey, I'm still new to this business, so you have to bear with me. Good news is there aren't many people watching this, so good enough for me. So in the last episode we stopped after that fight with the abomination woman thingy, which was a pushover, and we entered the city hall. That's where we stopped. In the city hall, after exploring, I was confronted with this man that we see in the center of the screen. This is the guy who's holding the camera, who's got our daughter, and he played with us in the city hall. He played tricks on us until we reached an emitter, and one of the Mobius fallen agents that we encounter in the city hall, I think we can see it in the last episode, tells us that we absolutely need to activate that resonator in order to stabilize Union in general. And so we did, but before we do, Stefano here, Stefano is his name, leaves us with a nasty surprise. It's a pseudo, or maybe a boss, a full boss, which is like a shape of a lady who's sexualized and has only legs. It's not really a full lady, just legs and heels, red heels, and instead of a head she has like an old-fashioned camera, and what she does is the emitter takes time to activate, and she stops time and try to, you know, delay it or stop it. But as we fight her, we defeat her and we continue, you know, the emitter continues doing his thing and we stabilize Union, of course. Stefano runs away, but before he runs away, he tells us that the reason he's got our daughter is because some other party are interested in her and, you know, her brain and stuff, and doesn't tell us who. But come on, we played the first one, we know it's Ruvik. Who else is interested in this? I'm pretty convinced that Ruvik is the guy who's created these abominations, because abominations and zombies and whatsoever, except the female versions. That's this guy's doing because he's obsessed. As we read in the reports in the wall right here, he is obsessed with these things. You know, with sexualizing and photographing women and stuff like that. He's a deranged entity. So yeah, right now we are right over here. Where am I? I forgot. Oh, would you look at that? Oh, access the tunnels. Oh yes, indeed. We're not that far away from the city hall, actually. It's like up there, and I came here to get back to the tunnels because I know that Stefano went to the theatre, and the theatre is a separated land floating in space, just like the city hall, and in order to access it I need to go back to the tunnels, and so I did. So yeah, it really sucks when I lose footage like that. I was like, what the heck just happened? And I need to do it all over again. Hey, there's nothing else I can do. Hold to the go. Oh yes, yes, yes. Yes. the tunnels. There we go. Now we're back here. Oh. Ah, there we go. Fallen Mobius operative. Of course, sorry. So just like I said.
This must be the passage O'Neill was talking about.
It must be it. We were over there last time, and there was like an air duct that conducted us all the way here, and we exited through this base and we got there. Of course, now we got this as we proceed. Like I said, and I tried to say it, I am almost certain that's a bait, man. That's a trap.
This is messing with my mind.
Oh yes, it is, without a doubt. It is Ruvik that is doing this. The monsters and the things roaming the place look so much like the ones from the first Resident Evil. I mean, it's hard not to make the connection. Last Mobius operative gave us a lovely healing pouch. Now we can carry like 4 healing stuff, and now we've got the second handgun ammo pouch. Cool. Now I can keep even more ammo. Is there something here? Oh, come on. Get away from me. I'm just gonna finish you. I forgot that I had an axe. I wanted to finish him with a knife and I forgot that I had an axe. Damn it. I wasted that axe. Well. I should have checked my surroundings before attempting to loot the body. Rookie mistake. Like this. There we go. Makes so much sense when I'm using the mouse and keyboard. And hopefully, really soon, I'll acquire a new joystick, which is gonna be good. That means less and less noise as I'm talking, because I'm trying to like play with eggs right now. You know, not to press the keyboard hard enough, and the mouse I cannot, you know, I cannot dodge because it makes noises when I click. But hey, we do what we can with what we have. Gel. 11,000? Almost to 12k. 12,000. Why 12,000? Because I need to have that last upgrade. The close in on zombies and attack. And that is something I really am looking forward to. That means I will have an easier time dealing with this horrors. And that means I'll have access to more green gel. That's how it works. And it also means I will be conserving more and more ammunition. If I can kill them without wasting my precious rounds. Of course, I hear you. Are you working? You stopped working? Okay. Well, let me guess. You're gonna patrol and come this way, aren't you? No? I also hear footsteps to the left. Okay, so he's not coming here, and he's probably gonna go back. Are you gonna turn There we go. Took you some time. It's alright. I can break the line of sight just like this, and magically he would no longer see me. Idiot. Where is he even?
Be more careful with these things.
Why would you be careful? They're dumb. They cannot see you. I mean, look at this. Goodbye. See you later. I hope that headache you had is no longer present. Man, once you know the trick, they no longer are a threat to me. But you know what? A friend who already finished the game told me that the next difficulty that is going to be unlocked once I finish the game is a challenge. Well, you know what? I'm looking forward to it. If it means that I will have to really be on guard and play and die a lot, that's something I'm looking forward to. Maybe I'll even have some footage of it. Some montage stuff, you know. I imagine if I restart the game without difficulty, I will still have all my stuff and all my upgrades. And I guess that's why we have so much upgrades in the game. Maybe I cannot do all of these things in one play. So the second one is for it.
What the hell is this stuff?
It looks like wax. It looks a lot like the artwork of the game and one of the trailers and stuff. Yeah, it's kind of like wax, but not quite. Foam? Transparent foam? Yeah, it's a bit transparent. Okay, so number one thing I need to be careful of, as you can see, if I am in one of these, I will be slowed down significantly. This is problematic, perhaps. Should have checked that if I am able to use my gun. No, it's not here, and it's not here. If I am able to use my gun or not. This is kind of like a mini tutorial to get used to these things with these stuff, which is probably in vain because all of us are gonna forget about this stuff and step on it. Alright. Whoever doing this is aware of us, so as you can see...
Stop and listen to yourself, Myra. A secret society abducted Lily and staged her death? Do you realize how crazy that sounds?
But it's true. Why can't you understand that?
I know it's hard to accept, Myra. But she's gone. Our little girl is gone.
But I have proof. Look.
Myra, you're obsessed. You need rest. Once you get past this, you'll learn to accept...
No. I'll never accept it. If you won't help me, I'll find out the truth on my own.
Myra, you were right all along.
And you were that cliched character.
But why am I seeing this now?
It's a good question. And you are the cliched character who tries to convince the guy who's obviously saying the truth not to talk about it. Instead of, as an inspector, you should be, you know, looking at the proof and see if it's true, if it's tangible or not. But nah, let's play it, you know, in the, you're not Russia, she's dead, no, dumbass. Right, that's another photo. Something tells me that Myra is in here with us. I think she's gonna be here. I don't know. If they show me this, then she's probably gonna spawn here somewhere. At one point or the other. Especially since she has proof, so basically she knows about the Mobius existence, and she's likely here too, looking for her. Oh, I see what's leaving this. So it's a monster. Okay. Enough introductions now, guys. I get it. Give me the monster. I want to have fun. Marrow Facilities, D527. That's waxed. Open sesame. Oh, is it a mini boss? Whoa. Lovely. Am I gonna fight it? Or is it...
Good God, look at the size of that thing.
Is it a sneaky
Maybe I can
thing?
sneak past it.
Yeah. So we got two options. Sneak past it. Or fight it. There's a lot of wax here, so getting through it isn't gonna be easy. Oh. Come on, look at the other side. There we go. So, what other places do we have? This, that. The green light over there tells me that that's the place we need to go. Cool. I like this guy. He's aware we are somewhere. What about there? Is it closed? Oh yes, it's closed. Never mind me. I thought that was a detour or something. So the next step is go from here to there, to that box over there. That one. So let's see his pattern. Right about now we should be moving, but it's a bit too late. Okay, look to the left, look towards us, and then look behind you. There you go. There we have it. Next step, right over there. That's kind of a branchment. I can go this way, or that way. Which one is the easiest and the safest? I wonder. There we go. He's looking a bit too fast, but I think I took the safest path. Did you just give us room? Thanks, buddy. I thought you were like a bad entity that is out to kill us. Oh no, not really. You're here for us. It saw you? How on earth? How on earth did it see us? We weren't even looking. Okay, alright. Are you still gonna be looking here forever? There we go. Okay, look behind you. And have a good day. Alright. It's time for us to leave. I think I should probably not step on these stuff because he's definitely gonna spawn somewhere in front of us.
I gotta get the hell out of here.
Yeah. Right as I step on this, he's probably gonna be alert. Oh, I see. I see. He's gonna bust out of that door. Undoubtedly. Run, run, run. No? Ah, there we go. I thought it was too easy. Okay, it's time to go. Man, I cannot imagine if you had a controller.
I thought this place was supposed to be fucking stable.
No, not really. If I had a controller, this fight would have been pretty fun for me. Being able to not, you know, trying or struggling to aim. That's why I like the mouse and the controller and the keyboard. Closed. Puzzle. And the way forward. Probably the way forward. That's probably a safe house of some sort. Almost. There we go. No problems. Give me treasure. Give me fuel. Ooh. Emergency core displacement protocols. It is imperative that a missing core be replaced as soon as possible. A core that has been missing for even a few hours can affect stem programming. If the core is missing for over 36 hours, emergency protocols must be instituted in order to prevent the core from escaping. Emergency protocols are only accessible for Mobius operatives with alpha security clearance and can only be viewed on the Marrow servers. Okay, whatever that means. I am here just for the loot. Shotgun shells. Healing hand. Speaking of a healing hand, there's a new update in Dota 2, which is worth checking. I should probably give it a try. Probably. Let's go. You should probably get closer to have a better look. Oh yeah. There we go. Much better.
Someone's been watching. Lily. Whoever's been here was gathering data on her.
Don't move.
You're Mobius, right?
Shut up! Don't say a word. You're not one of us.
No, I'm not. Kidman sent me. Look, I'm here to help, okay? My name is Sebastian Castellanos.
You're lying. Sebastian Castellanos is dead.
What? No. Who told you that?
Myra's
Turn
wrong.
around.
Oh, it's
Do it slow.
the girl in the photo, one of the Mobius operatives, and she's alive. Good. What's with the dramatic reveal?
You're Yukiko Hoffman.
How do you know my name?
I told you. They sent me in here to find my daughter Lily. The core. I'm telling you the truth.
I know.
You do?
Lack of microexpressions and deflection. No verbal parroting. I've seen enough to know you're telling the truth.
Right. The team psychologist.
I have to use whatever tools I have to survive. Combat isn't my forte.
Seems to be a running theme here.
Sorry for pointing my gun at you. So they're sending independent contractors now? That means things aren't improving. Have you found any other team members?
I have, but the only one I've found alive is O'Neill.
Liam is alive? Good. Has he made any progress on stabilization?
The big emitter's back on, but this place is still falling apart, and I think it's all because of this psycho that kidnapped Lily. He's running loose in Union, and can manipulate this place at will.
That means my theory is correct. This is more than a core disconnect. We doctors don't like to use the term psycho in pejorative terms. But in this case, it's apropos. Only a clinically diagnosed psychopath could affect STEM like this. A psychopathic personality type using Lily to amplify his power. This is the worst possible situation.
You're a shrink. Any suggestions on how to defeat him?
Psychopaths are antisocial, lack empathy, and exhibit sadistic tendencies. But their main commonality is their pathologic egocentricity. They don't care about people, only themselves. Can you think of anything that would be important to him?
Yeah. He thinks he's some sort of artist. It's all he talks about.
Then maybe the best way to attack him would be through his art. Destroying something valuable to him could knock him off of his guard.
I'll keep that in mind. But I've got to get to him first. He's holed himself up in the theater.
Right. So exit D5 then. It's right here, just in the next room. Let's pair communicators so that we can stay in touch. I'll review my files and see if I can't dig up any more information about what's going on. I still feel like there's more to this. Regardless, he's probably going to be difficult to fight. Feel free to help yourself to anything here you might need.
It's funny that... Well, she doesn't know about Ruvik. Maybe she doesn't know about Ruvik. But you, Sebastian, know a lot about Ruvik, and he's the main subject of the old STEM. Why are you not mentioning this to her? I mean, anyone with a brain who's been through that experience before will put two and two together. Especially since these walkers, these zombies, these revenants, these haunted are all so much similar to the ones that Ruvik created in his deranged simulation. I don't know, man. Maybe if it's for the sake of the scenario, they will reveal it. I am certain of it. But when? We don't know.
So does Lily really think I'm dead? Or was that just a part of your lie detecting test?
Sorry to break it to you, but she does. I thought it was the truth too, until just now. But over the years, I've learned to take everything Mobius tells me with a pinch of salt. It wasn't difficult to see you were telling the truth.
Why would they do that? What kind of monsters do you work for?
I know it's not right. But consider this. Lily is probably less traumatized by thinking you're dead than by thinking you're alive, but she can't be with you.
Yeah, maybe. But what will happen when I finally find her?
Don't worry. She'll believe the evidence of her eyes once she sees you.
If Mobius knew to keep psychopaths out of STEM, then how did one end up in here?
I don't know. Every individual in STEM was subjected to a battery of psychological exams prior to placement. And we've been observing them from here, in secret, to keep an eye out for mental instability.
Yeah, well that didn't work.
Unfortunately, psychopathy and sociopathy are incredibly difficult to diagnose correctly. Psychopaths tend to be cunning and highly intelligent. Aware of their own diagnosis, they're able to disguise themselves among us. The fact that this one was able to fool us, he's obviously adroit and self-aware. Disturbingly so.
Great. So the tests only filtered out the weakest of psychos.
I feel terribly responsible for all of this. I helped devise those tests.
You said you think there's something more to this?
I studied the Beacon incident extensively so that we could avoid another disaster like that. In that case, the person in question was the core. But even then, the environment remained relatively intact. Something just doesn't seem right here.
What do you mean?
The creatures in here. The dissolution of Union. The total breakdown in communication with Mobius. It just seems like a lot for one person. Even with the power of the core.
He mentioned someone before. Another person who wanted the core's power.
That could mean... No. It's too horrible to contemplate.
What?
There's only one thing that could be more powerful than a psychopath in here. But I need to do some research before I can commit to the theory.
Oh, come on. You don't need to be dumb about it. It's Ruvik. None other than Ruvik. Oh no, it's not really Ruvik. What's the other guy that Ruvik wanted to absorb and at the end he finally absorbed? I forgot his name. The docile kid. Ah, damn it. I cannot remember him. Gunpowder. Really good. Awesome. I'm glad she's not dead, by the way. Most of the other people that we ran into here were dead. Also, does she not see this? I don't think she sees this. Probably not. Okay, she's just sitting here doing nothing. She said she's gonna be researching things, but I don't think so. Let's check this. Lily Castellanos. Initial findings. The ideal core candidate must have an unfettered ego in order to retain their own personality while supporting the interlinked minds of many others. Given these parameters, there are only two possible candidate types: egomaniacs with psychopathic tendencies, or children. We all know what happened the last time an egomaniac with psychopathic tendencies was in STEM. So a child is our best bet. Having access to standardized school test results, we were able to narrow down our options. We feel that we've found the ideal core candidate in Lily Castellanos. Her tests show that she's not only has gulliness ego, whatever this word is, I'll look it up later. Remember, English is my third language. I don't speak English that well, but she's also exhibits incredibly advanced empathy for a child her age. We are sending her to Dr. Hoffman for her further testing. Okay, so this explains why Lily. But it doesn't explain why, or doesn't explain how did Castellanos find himself into the old STEM. Oh well. He was on duty, so that may be it. It was coincidence, but I don't know, as a organization that deals with these kind of things, I don't think they should have, or they should have been more cautious and not sending him in the old one, because now he's directly involved in all these things. Anyway, this has been Yagami. Again, I apologize for skipping like an hour of content. It was out of my hands, and I hope to see you in the next episode.